This was a request by Totally Dolls to do a number 4 and prototype and a number 4 comparison. Show the difference between the two dolls and kind of show the similarities and differences between the two. So we're going to take a closer look at both of them and show them side by side and kind of give you an idea of what the differences and similarities are. So as you can see, both dolls have the 2 teeth. They both have similar shaped eyes. You can see, if you look, they both have kind of some slanted eyes. And you can kind of see that they both have the same sort of shaped nose. And if you look, they also have the little teeth. See, they both have the teeth. But the smile, I think, is where they kind of differentiate a little bit. The smile on the number 4 prototype is bigger, where the smile on the official number 4 is smaller. So I'm thinking that this mold was the inspiration for the number 4 rather than the final mold for it. I don't think that they copied this mold exactly, but I think that they may have tweaked it a little bit. But I think that the number 4 was actually based on this mold, because it does look very similar. Let me show the ears, so you can see the ears now. You can see that the ears on the dolls, trying to show, see that the ears on the dolls are very similar. They have similar ears, which is usually an indicator that they are similar. They were both sculpted by the same person, so that may be also why I see similarities between the two. They were both sculpted by the same artist. They were both sculpted by the same person. And you can see this doll is marked on the back. She should say Gotz on her. And Gotz Papel on the back of her neck. I suppose she could also be a variation of the classic mold. So I'll show you that as well. So you guys can let me know what you think. And then there's also, obviously there's Pleasant Company here. But now I'm going to put a Romina down here, so we can kind of get a triple side by side. See, this is a Romina. She has the classic mold, because Rominas have the classic mold. That I know for sure. So Rominas have the classic mold. So this doll looks a little different than a Romina face. But she could be just an alternative Romina face mold. Like a lot of people have thought that too. But I'm thinking she looks closer to... Let me zoom in here. I'm thinking she looks closer to the number 4 than the classic. But that's just my opinion. I think she looks closer to the number 4 than the classic. But yeah. That's just my opinion on it. I think she looks closer to the number 4 than the classic mold. But that's up to you what you think. If you think she's more of a classic mold prototype, you can let me know. But she is actually a unique mold. She's not an exact copy of number 4, and she's not an exact copy of the classic. So she's actually a unique mold on her own. So I think that may be why this particular doll is not as popular as I once thought. Obviously, she does look most similar to number 4, I think, as far as American Girl face molds go. But obviously the mouth is quite a bit different. But the eye shape is definitely more like the number 4, and the nose is definitely more like the number 4 than the classic. You can see. The nose and the eye shape is more like the number 4. That's why I think she looks like the number 4. That's just what I think. I don't know if you guys are seeing it or if you guys are seeing it or not, but that's why I think she looks like a number 4, because of the eyes and the nose shape. But obviously the mouth looks a little different, and the ear shape is very similar to the number 4 as well. But the mouth obviously is different. So the mouth and the teeth are different shapes than the number 4. So obviously they modified this mold to make it look a little different for the number 4. So they did modify it a bit. So yeah. And I'm going to also show you the Celine or Claudine, like next to an Addie in a classic mold, so you can kind of see what I'm talking about there too. And I'll see you guys next time too. Bye now.